You know, I'm glad that I'm on the team that I'm on now, and I'm in the group that I'm in now with the upline and the sponsor that I have
I
today.
believe
So, guys, everything happens for a reason. And I was thinking about this coming in. Um, this isn't this is, Lee doesn't like when I give personal information out, but this isn't really about her. It's about me. For myself, and when me and Leah were getting, when we were engaged and whatnot, people start pulling out statistics, right? And I come from what you would consider a broken home, divorced parents, right? And whether you have experience with that or don't have experience with that, the statistics show that I too should be divorced, right? That's what statistics show. If you come from a broken home, you'll create a broken home. All right, that's the statistics in the U.S. And here's what I've learned from this business, from reading and from this association. You could break the pattern of mediocrity if you choose to. You don't have to keep going. I grew up in the projects. I don't live in the projects anymore. Okay? I don't hang out with the friends I used to hang out with. I broke the pattern of mediocrity. You guys have the choice to do the same thing, whether you're here for the first time or the 100th time. It doesn't matter. This here is the change of a lifetime. Whether you see it and you hear people, I don't want to sell stuff. Good. Stay broke. That's okay. You have a choice, not them. If you offer it to them and they shut the door, they no longer have that choice. But if you're sitting in this room, you have that choice to change the pattern of mediocrity and move forward and change not just your own life, but to change other people's lives and move forward with it, guys. And that's just a pattern I chose to take, and I've always walked that path. All right? So I have a couple more things to be able to say, but I want you guys to be able to hear from Lee. She was negative for a short period of time, but for different reasons. Her parents were in the business at one time before. They were not successful in the business, but they're great people. And one of the reasons I got in is because her father looked me in the eye and he said to me, Dave, it works. If you work it, you'll make money. He said, we didn't work it. We use it as a social club. That was the honest answer I've gotten from anybody I've ever asked their opinion on this business. It was the only opinion I ever respected. Because that man was man enough to tell me that he didn't try it, he was in it, and just didn't utilize it. He said, if you use it, it'll happen for you. And I got started. And that was that. And took her to a conference that we're going to talk about in a second. Guys, this conference absolutely changed our lives. It changed the face of, I got a pretty big ego, so I'll say this out loud too, whether Ray believes it or not, but it absolutely changed the face of the Rivera Group. Just from the one conference I went to and brought Leah to. All right? So this woman right here, one conference changed her life. It changed our lives. We get to grow a future together. And, 3 years married, and she holds our business together, guys, like you wouldn't believe. She's one of the strongest women I know, and I'm so happy to be married to her. This is my wife, Leah.
So like Dave said, when I first saw the business, I'll never forget, Ray came, he showed me the business opportunity, and I was like, no, we're not going to do this. So Dave brought me to an FED, and that's where it kind of all changed for us. I went because Dave promised me some other things that were, like, we were going to go out, we were going to do all this fun stuff. I don't know if some of you guys might have heard her story before, but, he promised me, like, we're going to go on a dinner cruise, it's going to be great, we'll go to a meeting every so often. But he never looked at the ticket to find out what the times were, and I'll never forget, I went down to FED, and I didn't bring any business clothes with me. I'm in, like, shorts and t-shirts. And so Dave's like, oh, we get to go shopping. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like fun. And then we went to the meetings. But it really did change our lives. By Saturday, I was writing a list of names and numbers down. I already had decided that this is something that we should do together. And Dave was like, well, I'm already doing it. You can join. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. So I got started as his downline, actually, when we first joined the business. And it made such a big deal to me that, it was my business. I was very, very proud of it. And it grew an enormous business because I realized that I needed to take ownership of it as a business owner. I needed to not only look at it as Dave's business, but as mine. So that really helped me grow in the very beginning and to just know that it kind of fell on me. Everything kind of landed on my shoulders in terms of, making sure standing order was in, making sure I talked to my upline. And I ended up forming a great relationship with both Ray and Tamara because they were the ones who were helping me build my business. So I would say that if you have an upline that you're not, in touch with yet, you want to make sure that you grab hold of them because they really are your lifeline in this business. They're the ones who are going to help you through the good times and even some of the rough times that you might have in the business. And with that, I learned that, you had to do 100 PV to get a check. And so I'll never forget, I did 100 PV consistently. I think my third month in, somebody at a Pace was like, they did like 150 PV or 200 PV or whatever. And I was like, oh, you could do that? Like, I didn't know that. So I've been doing like 100 PV, and I'm still buying some products outside the business. So I would say, make sure that you realize you can do more than 150 PV. It is okay. But the other thing that I want to tell you guys know is that, we don't do this by ourselves. We don't build a business just me and Dave. We build it with a group of people. So you want to make sure that the people that you're bringing into the business, you treat them like friends. They're not just, strangers. We built great friendships with our downline, with, Nick and Stephanie and Pat and the Barton family. And you want to make sure that you do that. You want to make sure that you welcome them into your home, because these are the people that are going to be with you in the long run. You want to make sure that you have an open heart for that kind of stuff. And we built a great relationship with Kunkin and Samina. And I'm so thankful for them, and so thankful that they've had a lot of patience in dealing with some of the shenanigans, I guess, that Dave and I have gone through in the business. But with their help, with Ray and Tamara's help, we've been able to make it to Platinum, and we can't wait to go to Emerald now. And, they really helped us form our business and kind of led us in the right direction. And sometimes your upline's going to tell you things you don't want to hear, but you need to hear them. So just take it, with an open heart, and just make sure that you do what they tell you to do. And we're so thankful for this team. We're so thankful for the association. And, I want to thank the Emeralds and the Diamonds, AJ and Alka, Rama and Ramesh, and Kunkin and Samina for everything they do here. And especially for Kumar, because this is Kumar's Open. And he doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to come when he comes here. The Diamonds don't have to come. The Emeralds don't have to. So we're just very, very thankful. If you guys have ever been to another Open, not every Open's as fortunate as we are. So please don't take them for granted. And here's back to Dave, who's making all of our events happen.
So I want to wrap this up very quickly. It's getting very late. So a couple of things. For starters, Harsha and Minnie, where are you guys? I saw you right there. Thank you for stepping up, guys. We needed you. Thank you for that. Guys, give them a round of applause. This team needs leaders, and it's full of it. It's full of leaders, all right? And we're just an example of stepping up to the plate. We told Ray that no matter what, I'm the guy you want. Some of you guys know the story, some of you don't. Long story short, I didn't go to the first Gala Kumar FED. I actually went to a different conference with Ray, and I told him, I said, I wasn't going, because I just thought he wanted money on it. I still didn't trust him. Not for nothing, for some of you guys who don't know, I didn't like Ray for the first 2 months I was in the business. All right? Mainly because mainly because he said the meeting was going to be 45 minutes and it was 90. But no, that wasn't why. I don't hold the grudge for too long. But I didn't. So I didn't trust him when he was trying to get me to buy an FED ticket. But I did go to the following one, which happened to be a Britt Miller FED. And so the thing is consistency and persistency. I promised Ray, I said, you'll never have a business bigger than this leg. I don't care where it comes from, you'll never have a business bigger than this leg. And I told him this before I was 150 PV, before I understood really what that even meant. I knew how to do 100.25 PV. And boy, I knew it. I knew exactly what did it. I was not spending a dime more than I had to. And then I realized why I needed to. But I told him, man, this is it. And then he probably saw that whopping 100.25 PV and like, yeah, this is my guy. But I learned, fell on my face a few times. Consistency and persistency led me through 60 or 70 names on somebody else's A/B list. And I got together with probably out of the 60, 70 names, 5 people. All right, a bunch of people said no showed me, and so on. But I almost gave up on that list. I was so fed up with it, and I decided not to. So let me go to the back of the list. Work my way backwards. Instead of A through Z, let me work Z through A, and meet up somewhere in the middle. I got as far as, because it was in there, and I got as far as Stefan Barton. And here we got this whole organization right here, 2,500 PV leg, moving on to Ultimate Eagle in a hurry. All right, guys, you be careful, watch out for them. And then building depth way down line out all over Morris County, ran into Damian Morgan. Now we have a business that spans through Kingston and Montego Bay and several parts of Jamaica. And just all over the place, guys. We're just very excited. And then, of course, working downline like hogs, man. Downline through a couple and found Pat, and working several legs with Pat and going all over New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and working several legs through their downline. And I think somewhere around 8 or 9 deep, we found Nick and Stephanie. And It's just consistency and persistency. And we're just so excited about this, and I told these guys that last night on behalf with the Rivera team, our cross line, and of course Nick and Stephanie, you guys, I couldn't be more thankful for you guys. Our future is never going to be at risk because of what you guys have created. All right, and we're so excited about that, and it's caught on like a fever. And you've affected everybody's life in this room. And so you guys, everybody in here, please understand the value of everybody in this room. Cross line, up line, down line, guests. Give them the environment that they need to be able to grow. All right, I know that Ricky and Sharon and the Bartons, they have a meeting every Thursday night, and they open that meeting up to people that they don't have to. And they do that with open arms and an open heart because they know they fly about a chariot banner high. So we're excited about this, guys. I need you to know we're not going to talk anymore, right now because it's getting late. But for those of you who know my story in particular, I wasn't supposed to be up here. I was not supposed to make it beyond where I got to in life. I wasn't supposed to go beyond working in a steel factory and delivering pizza and doing the many jobs that I did. All right, I've been working, obviously, since I was 12 years old, but obviously not all, legally. But I've been working since I was 12 years old. And but the bottom line is, I grew up quick, and I wasn't supposed to make it to where I'm at today, and I'm here today because of all of you. All right, and I'm so thankful and grateful for you guys. We love you. Ray and Tamara, thank you so much. All right, Kunkin and Samina and the leadership here, guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. And if we're up here standing here talking, there's no excuse you can't be up here, guys. We love you. Thank you. Have a great night.
Yeah, just press it again.